This is a video tutorial for the supporting documents that landlords must submit with the HAP application. The documents required are a bank header showing the landlord's name, IBAN and BIC, a valid proof of ownership, a rent pressure zone calculation, and landlords will also need a tax clearance cert, although this can be provided within the first 5 months of the start of the HAP tenancy. Bank header. The bank account that you will use to receive the bank payment must be accompanied by a bank header. This header must clearly show the landlord's name, the IBAN, BIC, bank logo, and be in date within 2 years. We do not need to see any financial transactions. If there are more than one landlord of the property, but the bank account is only in one of those names, then the second landlord will need to grant written permission that the HAP payment can be made into this account. This can be a letter or an email. If a nominated agent is collecting the rent on behalf of the landlord, we will need the bank header for the agency, along with written permission from the landlord that the agent can collect the HAP payment on their behalf. Proof of ownership. A valid proof of ownership must show that the landlord is the owner of the HAP property. Currently, there are 5 documents accepted by HAP to show who the owner is. These are an RTPB letter confirming registration within the last 4 years, a current insurance policy schedule for the property, a local property tax return with proof of payment, a mortgage statement for the property dated within 12 months, a land registry folio or title deed for the property. All of these documents must be in date and state the exact address of the property that is applying for a HAP payment. RTPB letter. The RTPB letter is the letter that is emailed or posted to the landlord confirming that the property has been registered with the Residential Tenancies Board. It will be addressed to the landlord and confirm the address of the rental property. All landlords are legally required to register with the RTPB under the Residential Tenancies Act 2004. Insurance policy. We accept the current buildings insurance schedule for the rental property as proof of ownership. Contents insurance is not accepted. We can also accept a building insurance renewal notice if this is accompanied by a receipt of payment by the insurance company. A renewal notice without receipt of payment will not be accepted. The building insurance schedule must show the rental property address and be in the landlord's name. This must be a current document. It cannot be older than 12 months. A cover letter from a broker or insurance company is not acceptable. Local property tax. You can provide a local property tax return for your rental property. This document will clearly show who the registered owner of the property is and who is liable to pay the LPT. You can log onto the LPT website and download this instantly. You must also have the payments history for the property. A payment for the current year or part payment must be clearly shown. So you now have 2 separate pages, but together they are a proof of ownership. You can either create a screenshot or download a PDF version of these pages and submit them with the HAP application. Mortgage statement. You can provide a current mortgage statement for the property if this clearly shows the rental property address and the landlord's name. We do not need to see the balance or transactions. This must be an official statement and include the logo of the mortgage company and be dated within a 12-month period. Land registry folio. You can provide the folio details for your property, clearly showing the owners and address of the property. You can purchase this from the Land Direct website for a fee. The ORPZ Statement. All residential rental property in Dublin and most surrounding areas is in a rent pressure zone. When you initially let your property for the first time, the rent was set for that property. Any increase of this initial rent must adhere to the rent pressure zone rules. In July 2021, the rules now state that rents cannot be increased by more than general inflation as recorded by the Harmonised Index of the Consumer Price. An RPZ statement is populated through the rent pressure zone calculator on the RTPB website. This statement will show the address of the rental property, the date and amount the previous rent was set at, and what the current maximum rent is that's permitted under the RPZ rules. Properties rented for the first time must show the RTB tenancy details to confirm the amount the rent has been set at for any future increases. Tax clearance certificate. Please be aware that you will need to provide a tax clearance certificate within 5 months from the approval of your HAP application. Thanks for watching, and should you have any other queries, please read the frequently asked questions or contact the HAP team.